The purpose of this final video is to show you how to go about downloading your report and what is in it. As we've hopefully shown through the previous tutorials and information provided, you can do a variety of things with Complexit. Building your database as we did with the Welsh Multiple Deprivation Index, you have your key factors. You've got them organized in terms of communities and profiles and so forth. You might simply just go in and do a cluster analysis. That's all you want to do and get that information and be done with it. For example, we can go in and get the 2014 data, analyze that, take a look at it, cluster our cases, get a 6-cluster solution, and say, you know what, that's all you want. Or you may take the next step and actually run the SOM and get all your training data and your information using the 6x6 grid solution that we already learned about in the previous videos. You go in and explore it, get all the information you want in terms of bar plots and names and everything, and then you're set and you're done. Or you may go on to simulate a policy model, taking a look at model setup, running your clusters, going down and making, for example, some type of intervention, and then being content with that, and then rerunning as we did, getting a cluster solution, and then going to that cluster and running a sensitivity analysis, doing something that makes sense in terms of dithering the data. You get your outcome and you're feeling good about stuff. Or you may simply go from importing cases, clustering into the SOM, then to predict new cases. As I said in the video prior to this, which is nothing more than a quick reminder, you have to run the k-means and the SOM to do data forecasting and prediction in this tab. Otherwise, you will have no data, no training set upon which to make predictions for the new data. So of course, you go and do that. In this case, we just had 7 of the 23 communities we looked at in 2014. This is data for them in 2016. We've run it. We've got our output. And now it comes time to generate the report. The process in terms of getting it is simple enough. It's just simply take it, download it, and you're set. And then opening up the report. You will see in the report that you have a variety of key pieces of information. You have the sensitivity analysis, in this case because we did a sensitivity analysis. You have the bar plot, the silhouettes for the cases you did. Here we are just looking at 2016 data. Then you get the distribution of the bar plot profiles on the SOM grid. You get the actual distribution of cases for each of those. And then you get a number of CSV files that provide you all of the k-means solutions and overall data solutions, as well as the SOM solutions and SOM profiles and so forth. For those who are more advanced, you can then take this and use this in other types of statistical packages or in R, as well as your tested intervention. This is the micro simulation information that is given. And then a summary of all the pieces of information you've gotten, and then information on the topographical error and so forth for the SOM. So all the information you need is there and downloadable for the purposes of writing a report. The key thing to note is that you need to make sure you download this, because once you exit Complexit, click out, R Shiny does not save anything. So you cannot come back in to Complexit and go look for the report. It will be gone. You will have to rerun your analyses. And also for subsequent analyses, every time you come back into Complexit, it's a new environment. Any data uploaded is not saved. It's only used temporarily stored while the analyses are going down in encrypted fashion, but then it is discarded and completely gone at the end of your session. So make sure you save things. One of the other things we suggest is, as you're going through, if, for example, you have something that's quite interesting and you're like, oh, I really want that, or maybe in the prototypes you like these 3D outputs or something, you can always do a some form of screen capture, which you can then have as additional data. Or, for example, if you're exploring simulations and you want to remember some key things beyond what you get here in terms of moving backwards and forwards with your tab data, you might want to do a screen capture, for example. Again, oh, I like this grid for right now. I'd like to look at that again. So it's all very useful information, all very much oriented towards the types of reports you want to write. And as always, please let us know by email if there's anything else that you'd like to have part of that zip file, and we will go ahead and make sure it's there for you.